G'day gang, yeah, here we are, Slaty Creek, camp number 3, and that's official now. There you go, a really bad zoom. Okay, it's Monday, there's the mighty high ace, if you ever see it, say hello. And to my surprise, and maybe to yours, look, there's water running over the concrete driveway crossover at Slaty Creek. And there hasn't been that much rain. I can't even recall any rain yesterday. There was on Saturday, but beyond that, not much. And I came here yesterday and half of this creek bed was actually dry. So this is filled up all in one day. And I've been meeting some people around at Camp 1 and they're going, where's all the water? And, well, I think I need to tell them it's all around at camp number 3. But I'm here today just to have a bit of fun. I've got some pay dirt from another location, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my portable sluice setup, which can be strapped onto my back and taken to a location. So I've used it in other sections of Creswick Park, and I've had to walk, I don't know, 50, 100, 200 metres to get to positions. Provided there's water nearby, it all works out. So we've got a bucket here, and I'll have to apologise in advance because I'm using an old camcorder and I can't be bothered learning YouTube editing techniques and all that rubbish. I'm going to do this in a couple of parts, so hopefully you'll bear with me. But I'll just go through the equipment very quickly. There's your gold rat. I'll come round, get away from the shade. There's your gold rat with a VMAT matting. Yeah, for want of a better term, and that's actually an adhesive tile from Bunnings that you can buy for $11.50. So that's pretty cool. And we've got a tub that I also bought from Bunnings for I think about $11. And we've got a little catch bucket at the end, which has to get kind of empty pretty regularly, but that's cool. If you're getting gold, who cares? Yeah, and I bought that for $2, so from the $2 shop, funny enough. Now, because I'm not running the Dream mat, this did come with a Dream mat, but I've kind of done a little hack in another video and put the VMAT on for what are slower flow situations. I've got a 1200 gallon per hour pump, but in this instance, I'm not going to use it. So what we've got is, we've got this little tacker here, which is a, oh, I didn't allow for the shade, but I'm going to come around. Yeah, it's a 500 gallon little bilge pump, and it's a ripper. And what I've got is, something that I actually just found is a, yeah, just a small vacuum cleaner head, and the broken pegs go in it, and I can adjust the flow. And if there's a blockage, I tend to move the peg and hopefully clear the blockage with flow. And that clamps on to the end there. So this guy here, it's got a bit of mesh around it. In the tub, you can see some black scours, industrial scour that I got from Bunnings, of course. And that all contributes to collecting gravels and keeping it out of the impeller of the pump. We also have, and this will also go around it as well, a laundry bag, which I will clip and zip. So it'll only be just the hose coming out of this. So we've got a couple of filters happening, but it really does work out. After every 3 buckets of material, you do need to clean out the tub. But you know, that's okay. But in all seriousness, I could just about run the sluice here going by the little bit of flow in the river. And if I had a longer hose, I'd just put the bilge pump in there. But the point of this particular tool is that you can strap it on your back. It's in other videos. You can strap it on your back. This goes on the top. I've got the clips that go on the back. That goes on to here. Here, under here, there's a little hole, and yeah, and then we're mobile. Now, for sifting, classifying, what we're going to do is we're going to use, because it's going to be with the VMAT, I'm going to classify it down pretty small. And what I have here is I have an actual frying basket that I found walking along. And it did have handles on it, but I've modified them. And inside the frying basket, which is now my classifier, is a soil sieve that I bought off eBay for literally $5, I think. Came from China, but I think you can get them locally. So that'll be that. And here's my material and gloves. It'll take, I think from memory, it'll take 4 buckets of water to fill this up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call that the end of part 1, and I'm going to get the bilge pump in there, get the water, going to clamp the vacuum cleaner head to the end of the gold wrap sluice, and then we'll fill it up, and then I'll start classifying, and I think I'll come back for what will be part 2, which will be near the end of the sluice run, and hopefully I can do the clean up and just show you the sluice working all in one video, but bear with me if you can. Anyway, that's the mobile sluice system, and we don't really need it today because the creek all of a sudden is up. So if we get a bit more rain like this, all of a sudden we'll be back to the good old days. But as you can see, it's still pretty dry in places. So it's going to take a fair bit of water to get over that and around it. So that's fine, that's not why we're here. We're here for the mobile sluicing tub. And I think that's what I'll call it, mobile sluicing tub. Anyway, I'll see you in part 2, part 3, whatever happens. Cheers.